Hello and welcome to the show. We started this FailRace episode with M240SX lover on GTA 5 with a monster truck that likes to push police cars around. The thing is, sometimes karma gets the better of you. Yes, sometimes karma decrees that said rampy death monster truck should actually fall through the pier, glitch its way down until it falls into the drink and then ceases working. Yes, karma can be mean. Synchro Blue on Battlefield is driving around when launched out of the side of the car as it bounces across some rocks and stuff. Something peculiar happened. Whatever occurred, it ended up on top of this thing with a wheel not at a very good angle. No, that's not where you want your wheel whatsoever. Reaper up next on Dirt Rally 2 with a big two-wheeled moment. Now, I would love to have seen how far it would have gone on its side. Unfortunately, it hits a little bump actually on the kind of dirt bank that is riding on the top that leads the vehicle to a rod. Now, I see many roles in Dirt Rally and in rally games, etc., but don't often see that length of two-wheeled antics from a vehicle whatsoever, and there wasn't the only one with some two-wheeled antics. Acid Nemesis on Crash Time clips a railing, actually gets away with a really cool barrel roll. The thing is, trying to get the car back under control, bounces back off the railing again. We've got another huge two-wheel moment, this time going for a big tumble and a big tumble, and there we go. An impressive two-wheel moment, to say the least. Hyper Sniper also with the two-wheel stuff is on Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Now again, cut a little bit short this one, however. It's being chased down, ends up turning around a corner, bounces away across some rocks. It bounces the outside that leads the vehicle onto two wheels, and for some reason the physics just get stuck, and the car remains driving on two wheels. Apparently it stayed on two wheels for a couple of minutes as well. Now we move next on to RacerooM with some serious racing. It was some GT4 cars, I think they would be, or something similar kind of equivalent. Goes for an overtake up the inside of the Porsche. Fair move. There was a gap. Puts the car alongside. And they go side by side through these chicanes. Hits the inside curb very hard, and it's a huge two-wheel moment before the car comes crashing back down again. Now, from on board, that's quite an impressive two-wheel moment. From outside, though, it's even more spectacular. So BMW on the inside hits the curb very hard, launches it up onto its side. There's the two-wheel moment. It's still going. The wing mirror is basically on the floor. It bounces off the side of the Cayman. It leans on the Porsche. Carts the Porsche off towards the gravel trap, but somehow the BMW doesn't fall over. That's ridiculous. An incredible save, that one. Very helpful Porsche in all of that. Lado also with a lucky recovery this time. It's everything all sorts of wrong, managing to rugby tackle. Yes, that was me in the buggy that gets pile-drived into the wall. Yes, sometimes those two-wheel moments can be saved very helpfully by somebody else. The Fungi on Wreckfest. Now, this is coming up towards the very end of a race. As they head around the final corner, battling with somebody else, runs wide, hits a bump, cartwheels over the opposition to take a victory. I was the only one having trouble at the same position. Mac Daddy also ran wide. I think it's a little concrete barricade there that gets hit. This time went for a big flip, got rolled around, and so on. Goes for a reset. The problem is the game's not put the car where it should do. Yes, that is the gantry. That is the cross the top of the start-finish line, you know? It's not where you're supposed to be, and after a little while, the car gets dropped off the gantry and wrecked. Yeah, that's less than helpful. Grisha on Need for Speed 2015. Now, this is at the very start of a race where the game forgets to give any sort of car control to anybody. In fact, the AIs are stuck. The player has no control over the vehicle. They can't do anything. The race is not started proper. They have control over the camera, but everything else is stuck. Nothing. Yeah, that's not how a race is supposed to start. That's not how it's supposed to start whatsoever. Calvin Toller up next on Toca 2. Again, another clip is a little bit lacking in replay editing. This is quite an old game now, but watch the car behind the black car with the orange bonnet, because as they're heading around these corners, it's going to end up into the back of the black machine, and physics has decided it's had enough. Actually, no, it wasn't into the back of the machine. It hit the curb and just did a front flip. Yes, even in the days of Toca 2, sometimes cars decided they just wanted to go and do a front flip because of reasons. Now we move to SnowRunner, loading in at SnowRunner 2 vehicles. This is never going to end well. It's never going to end well. The game can't decide which way around to put them, so it's jostling for position until we go ping and one goes flying. The one we're following actually does come away a little bit better in terms of that, but that's not what you want. Range Rover up next, also on SnowRunner. is doing some missions when it turns out there is a haunted boat. Yes, there is a haunted boat here. As the Hummer is busy going for a turn around, the boat has had enough. Yep. Boat just flicks itself across, managing to roll over the Hummer. The thing is, the Hummer wasn't the only one. Here's Melvin, also on SnowRunner, with a twin steer, a heavily loaded twin steer, backing up at the same place, goes to turn around, ends up pushing into the boat. Nope, boat beats twin steer as well. I can almost understand boats beat Hummer in the wonderful world of SnowRunner, but the twin steer is a massive truck, and yeah, boat wins that fight as well. Apparently, who would have thought it? In SnowRunner, it's the boats that are the scariest obstacles of all. They're mean. They are very, very mean indeed. But there we go. That is going to be it for this episode. As ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can via our forums. There's a link in the description at the very top of the page is the FailRace clip submission section, and there you can find all of the rules and how to submit them. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.